Okay, everybody, I have some very good news for everybody. As of today, I have noticed that the titov crater has returned to the to Google Earth. Only problem is, what they have actually done is they've made it a lot less resolution, thinking they're actually going to hide it from everybody. But if you use a grayscale adjust camera like mine, that has automatic grayscale adjust, it will still it's still accommodating for the actual resolution that they've lowered it to, because this just works wholly and solely on grayscale. And by doing what they've actually done, as you can see now, the lights are a little bit harder to see, but the towns, again, what we were seeing yesterday is a little bit harder to actually find. However, when you do get into certain areas of it, they can't hide all the truth, people. They can cover it up. But as you can see now, what they've done by lowering this resolution is basically, and you can see by the background in there, sorry about the reflection of the camera, I'll actually see if I can do something about that. Just bear with me a moment. I'll see if I can just adjust. Yeah, okay, that's a bit better. Sorry about that, folks. As you can see, the lights are still visible. That's all that matters. Okay, we might not be able to see the towns very well on the images that they have now supplied, and basically all we can really do is just simply look at what is available. As you can see here, there are still lights clearly made available, and they are actually now more noticeable now with the naked eye than they were before. As you can see here, I can actually see these a lot clearer now. I can make out the star formation a lot clearer. But in regard to all the buildings, yes, they have actually made it a little bit harder to find some of the buildings. Yet some of them, i.e. these ones, in the lighter areas, are now actually more visible. You can clearly now make out what looks to be a small little town on the edge of that crater. And as NASA have just actually released, there is now, they have proven that these craters contain water. As you can see now, the images are a little bit easier to make out the actual buildings like this. The lights are actually more noticeable in some area, in the darker areas, however, and i.e. This is one of the images I showed you yesterday. In the other image, that building was more pronounced to a round shape. By doing what they have done, they have lowered the resolution, hence pixelated the image more. But as I said, we still have the, if you have not cleared your cache, open this up on another computer, because basically what they're trying to do is they're trying to basically hide what's out there. But as you can see here, the light is still visible inside the crater. It's not as good. The resolution is not very good, but some of the lights are easier to pick. You can now pick the lights because the cross pattern, by them lowering the resolution, there's not so much glare coming from the lights. Fair enough, this is actually one of the cities that we saw yesterday. Again, these are those buildings that I showed you in that first video with sound. It actually can be made more clearly that there is some kind of a structure there. But as to the shape, yes, it has been pixelated more, but thanks to the grayscale. But you still can see the lights. The lights are the proof, people. It's the lights that we need to find. And when you look at the lights, you'll clearly see, again, this is another one of those buildings there. You can see the lights here in the grayscale. Just bear with me. I'm just going to lower the light resolution, see what actually happens. Okay, it's not going to let me lower the light resolution while I'm filming. In the next video, I'll try and lower the light resolution because I've got it still up at 3. But